Now, next topic, name of the chapter is posterior abdominal wall, and topic is the branches of the abdominal aorta. This is abdominal aorta. The beginning of aorta is at the level of the T12 when it passes the aortic opening of the diaphragm. Then it descends downwards above the lumbar vertebra. See, behind are the lumbar vertebrae. First four lumbar vertebrae. When it comes up to the level of the lower part of the body of the fourth lumbar vertebra, it ends by dividing into two branches. These are the two branches. These are the common iliac arteries. These are the two common iliac arteries. So the aorta begins at the level of the abdominal aorta begins at the level of the T12 up to the level of the lower border of the body of the L1 vertebra. Then slightly it moves 1.25 centimeters towards the left. Then it moves 1.25 centimeters on the left side of the lumbar vertebra and divides into the right and the left common iliac artery. Next are the relations of abdominal aorta. This is abdominal aorta. This is diaphragm. This is abdominal aorta from the level of T12 to the lower border of the L4 vertebra. Then it divides into right and left common iliac artery. Now the relations of the abdominal aorta. Anterior relations from above downwards. From above downwards, anterior relations are the celiac plexus and the aortic plexus. Here is the body of the pancreas and the third part of the duodenum. Here is the body of the pancreas and here lies the third part. So anterior to the abdominal aorta is the celiac and the aortic plexus. Then is the body of pancreas with posteriorly splenic vein and third part of the duodenum. Posterior to the aorta, because aorta lies on the first four lumbar vertebrae, so posterior to it lies the upper four lumbar vertebrae and corresponding intervertebral disc. This is aorta. It is lying above the lumbar vertebrae, so posterior to it lies the lumbar vertebrae and the intervertebral disc and the anterior longitudinal ligament. On the right side of the aorta, this is the right side of the aorta. It's very clear. There lies IVC, inferior vena cava. This is the right crus of the diaphragm and cisterna chyli and the azygous vein in the upper part. And and to the left of the aorta, from above downwards, there is left crus of the diaphragm. Here is the left crus of diaphragm. Here comes the body and tail of the pancreas and the fourth part of duodenum. Anteriorly it is crossed by third part and here lies the fourth part. So towards left lies the fourth part of the duodenum. These are the relations of the abdominal aorta. Anteriorly is the celiac and the aortic plexus, body of pancreas, third part of the duodenum. Posteriorly is the first four lumbar vertebrae and the anterior longitudinal ligament and the intervertebral disc. On the right side is the IVC, right crus of diaphragm, cisterna chyli and the azygous vein. And on the left side lies there is left crus of the diaphragm, body of pancreas and the fourth part of the duodenum. Next is the branches of aorta. Branches of aorta are classified under three heads: ventral branches, lateral branches and the dorsal branches. Ventral branches we have already done. This is the ventral branch. जो आगे से branches aorta के आती हैं वो ventral branches है. Celiac trunk, superior mesenteric and the inferior mesenteric. These are the ventral branches. Now next are the lateral branches जो इसके side से rise करेंगी, aorta के side से, on both the sides. First of all, this is inferior phrenic artery. This is the inferior phrenic artery. Then is the middle suprarenal artery. Then is the renal artery which will supply the kidneys. Next is the testicular or ovarian arteries. These are also called the gonadal arteries. These arteries are also called the gonadal arteries. So mainly four arteries. First of all, inferior phrenic arteries, these both, which will supply the diaphragm. Middle suprarenal arteries on both the side, right and left side. Then is the renal arteries, which will supply the kidneys, and the gonadal arteries. These are the gonadal arteries. They are the testicular and the ovarian arteries, which will supply the testes and the ovaries. Next are the third type of the branches, which are the dorsal branches. Dorsal branches, they are 4 pair of the lumbar arteries. See here, this is lumbar vertebra, this is first pair, then this is second pair, this one is third pair, and this is the fourth pair. 4 pair of lumbar arteries, and one is the median sacral artery. Only one median sacral artery, which will supply the sacrum. So there are 3. The branches of aorta are divided into 3 heads: ventral, that is celiac trunk, superior mesenteric, celiac trunk, superior mesenteric, and inferior mesenteric. Then are the lateral branches. They are the this is the inferior phrenic, then is the middle suprarenal, then is the renal, then are the gonadal on both the sides. Then are the lumbar 4 pairs. This is 1 pair at the level of L1, then 1 pair at the level of L2, 1 pair at the level of L3, and 1 pair at the level of L4, and one is the median sacral artery. These lumbar and the sacral arteries, these are the dorsal branches. These will arise from the posterior side. ये aorta के पीछे से rise करेंगे. Next, the explanation of the lateral branches. First lateral branch is the inferior phrenic artery. The inferior phrenic artery arises from the aorta just above the celiac trunk. This is celiac trunk. Just above the celiac trunk, from both the sides arise the inferior phrenic artery. Then it ascends upwards and supplies the corresponding side of the diaphragm. This will supply left crest of the diaphragm, this will supply right crest of the diaphragm. So phrenic artery rises around the celiac, above the celiac trunk, runs upward and supplies the corresponding side of the diaphragm. Left phrenic will supply the left side of the diaphragm, and right phrenic will supply right side of the diaphragm. Next lateral artery is the middle suprarenal artery. The middle suprarenal artery, it arises at the level of the origin of the superior mesenteric artery, and it passes laterally and upward over the corresponding crest of the diaphragm to reach the gland. This is the middle suprarenal artery. It arises just at the level of the origin of the superior mesenteric artery. Superior mesenteric artery, that arises at the level of L1. This also arises at the level of L1. Then it ascends upward to supply the suprarenal gland. Next are the renal arteries on both the sides, right and left side. The renal arteries, these arise from the abdominal aorta just below the origin of superior mesenteric. This is superior mesenteric artery. This arises just below the origin of the superior mesenteric artery, and these arteries then supply the right renal artery passes lateral behind the inferior vena cava to reach the hilum of the right kidney. See here, this right renal artery, it passes behind IVC and enters into the hilum of the right kidney. It supplies the right kidney. And the left renal artery, it will supply it runs behind the renal vein. This runs behind the left renal artery, it runs behind the renal vein and spleen and the splenic vein, and it supplies the left kidney by entering through the hilum of the kidney. Next are the gonadal and the testicular arteries. The gonadal arteries, these are the gonadal arteries. The gonadal arteries, they are smaller and arise from the front of the aorta just below the origin of the renal artery. This is the origin of the renal artery. Just below the origin of the renal artery arises the gonadal arteries. These are very small arteries, and these will supply the testes and the ovaries by giving the testicular and the ovarian branches. These are the lateral branches of aorta. Phrenic arteries, inferior phrenic arteries, then is the suprarenal artery, inferior phrenic artery is present above the celiac trunk. This one is the suprarenal artery, which is present at the level of the superior mesenteric artery. Then is the renal artery, which is present below the superior mesenteric artery. Then the gonadal arteries, which are present below the renal arteries. The gonadal artery will give testicular and the ovarian branch, and they will supply the testes and the ovaries of the corresponding site, and also the male and the female genital organs. The right gonadal artery, it passes above the inferior vena cava, and the left gonadal artery, it passes above the ureter. Both right and left gonadal artery will further divide into testicular arteries in males and the ovarian arteries in the females. The testicular artery, it will break up into number of branches and will supply the epididymis and the testes. In males, the gonadal artery will break into testicular arteries, which will supply epididymis and the testes. And in females, the ovarian artery, the gonadal artery will break into the ovarian artery, and it will supply to the uterine tube. It will supply to the uterine tube and the pelvic part of the ureter. Now another this dorsal branch. This is the median sacral artery. It is single. It arises from the back of the aorta. This is also arising from the back of the aorta, and arises just before the bifurcation of the aorta into the right and left common iliac arteries, and runs downward, and it ends in front of the coccyx. This branch will supply rectum and will anastomose with the iliolumbar and the lateral sacral arteries. Next are the lateral branches. Lateral branches comprise of 4 pair of the lumbar arteries and 1 median sacral artery. These are the 4 pair of lumbar arteries. This is 1 pair, this is 2 pair, 3 pair and 4 pair. And these 4 pairs, these arise from the side of the body of the lumbar vertebrae, side of the body of the 4 lumbar vertebrae. Then these pass. Then these pass. Here is the psoas major and quadratus lumborum. These pass deep. These are present below the quadratus lumborum and the psoas major muscle, and end between the, here is the transverse abdominis and internal oblique muscle. And the dorsal branches of these arteries, they supply the vertebral canal. These arteries will supply the vertebral canal, and they will also supply, these 4 arteries will supply the vertebral canal, and they will also supply the skin of the back.